Wide receiver, is this another week where it's more of the same, or are we going to violate our rule of targeting the mid-range guys to try and get up to Davante Adams at 8.8K? Guys like Keenan Allen are in the mid-range, guys like Jamison Crowder at 5,800, who has been unable to stay healthy, but will be in a very positive game script for him with the Jets as 19.5 point dogs. Brandon Ayuk in the nut matchup at 5,800, and then all the other value guys we mentioned before, AJ Green, Rashard Higgins, potentially Jarvis Landry with the loss of Odell Beckham. Do we look to stay in the mid-range as we have all year?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that I am going to pay up. So I think staying in the mid-range and below is the way to go this week again. And it's just for the simple fact that while Davante Adams does have elite upside and he does have, 15, 16 target upside, you can get a wide receiver for $2 or $3 or even $4,000 cheaper that has 10 target upside with a lot of opportunity in their respective offenses. Like Rashard Higgins as the number one option now with Odell hurt, I think has 10 target upside. I mean, AJ Green has 10 target upside at 4,500. Keenan Allen, I mean, we already talked about him. He's a stone cold lock. I'm locking him into my cash lineup no matter what, is 6,200. So he's $2,600 cheaper. And, he has more targets than Davante Adams. He has a higher target share in his respective offense. So you can get guys like that in the mid-range. I'd consider Tyler Boyd. I'd consider A.J. Brown. I think you can go Ayuk or T. Higgins under 6K. So I think that's where I'm going to lay this week and just go in on fading Adams once again this week.
I agree. I mean, it's a scary fade to me, but like some of the reasons that we mentioned earlier, Minnesota coming off of a full bye of preparation, probably solely focused on trying to figure out how to stop Davante Adams after he, popped off last week, eviscerated them in their week 1 matchup, and paying all the way up to almost 9K for a chalky wide receiver is not a good practice in my opinion.
He needs 30 plus. He needs 30 plus to absolutely burn you. And you just have to think about the potential range of outcomes. And is he going to score 40 plus every single matchup? And my bet would be no.
No, I completely agree with you. And like last week, I kind of capped my cash game consideration at Kenny Golladay, who was 6,700. I think this week I cap it around AJ Brown at 6,900.